There is a certain energy women instinctively move toward, not because it is loud, not because it begs for attention, and not because it tries too hard to impress. In fact, most men completely overlook it. They focus on appearance, status, money, texting tactics, pickup lines. But attraction often begins much deeper than that. Before a woman listens to your word, she feels your presence. She notices how you carry yourself, how you respond to pressure, how much you need validation, and whether your energy feels grounded or desperate. The truth is simple. Women are rarely drawn to men who chase. They are naturally drawn to men who are centered, men with calm intensity, direction, self-respect, and emotional control. This is the energy that creates natural attraction without performance, and once you understand it, your presence changes completely. So what exactly is this energy, and why do women respond to it so powerfully? The first energy women naturally gravitate toward is emotional stability, not perfection, not emotional coldness, and not pretending not to care. Real emotional stability is something much deeper. It is the ability to remain grounded when life becomes unpredictable, to stay calm under pressure, to respond instead of react. A man who is emotionally unstable is easy to detect. He becomes anxious when communication changes, overthinks delayed replies, needs constant reassurance, feels shaken by small emotional shifts. And without realizing it, he communicates one thing: my emotional state depends on external validation. This instantly weakens his presence, because attraction is deeply connected to emotional safety. When a woman interacts with a man, she is unconsciously observing more than his words. She notices how he handles uncertainty, how he reacts when challenged, how quickly his emotions lose balance. Can he regulate himself? Or does everything disturb his center? A man who is ruled by every emotional trigger feels unpredictable. But a grounded man feels different. His mood is not controlled by approval. His confidence is not borrowed from attention. His peace is self-generated. That energy is deeply attractive, because calmness signals internal strength. This is why Stoic philosophy has remained powerful for centuries. Marcus Aurelius once practiced the discipline of ruling his inner world before attempting to influence the outer one, and that principle still matters today. A man who cannot govern his emotions cannot fully govern his life. Women feel this immediately, not because they consciously analyze it, but because emotional energy is difficult to hide. Your reactions always reveal your level of self-mastery. The man who remains composed in uncertainty communicates abundance. He does not panic. He does not collapse emotionally. He does not seek immediate validation to feel secure. And this creates a powerful contrast. In a world filled with emotional impulsiveness, calm men stand out naturally, not because they are louder, but because they are rarer. And once emotional stability is present, another powerful force begins to emerge: purpose. A man with purpose carries a different kind of energy, not because he is constantly busy, not because he pretends to be unavailable, but because his life has direction beyond attraction. This is one of the most magnetic qualities a man can develop. Many men unknowingly make women the center of their emotional world. Their mood depends on attention. Their focus shifts based on approval, and their sense of worth rises and falls depending on romantic success. This creates a subtle imbalance, because when a man has nothing bigger than attraction guiding his life, his energy begins to feel dependent, and dependency weakens presence. Purpose changes this completely. A man focused on building something meaningful operates from a different mental framework. He's not waking up wondering who texted him back. He is thinking about his goals, his standards, his responsibilities, his growth. This naturally changes how he shows up. His attention becomes more valuable because it is not endlessly available. His time feels intentional, his decisions become sharper, and his presence carries quiet weight. Women notice this, not necessarily because of what he says, but because his life already feels in motion. He is moving somewhere, and people are instinctively drawn toward those with direction. A drifting man creates uncertainty, but a man with vision feels anchored. He knows what matters to him, he knows what deserves his energy, and he is not easily distracted from it. This creates a sense of internal leadership, and leadership is attractive, not only in relationships, but in every area of life. A purpose-driven man is less likely to chase impulsively, less likely to abandon his standards for temporary attention, less likely to become emotionally consumed by one person, because his identity is rooted in something deeper. This is why ambition alone is not enough. A man can be financially ambitious and still emotionally empty. Real purpose is not just about making money, it is about having a reason to wake up with direction, a standard to uphold, a vision larger than comfort. When a man has this, his energy changes. He becomes less reactive, less available for nonsense, less hungry for external validation. And paradoxically, this often makes him more attractive because people are naturally curious about those who are deeply invested in building their own life. A man obsessed with purpose does not need to advertise value. His focus communicates it for him. And when a woman senses that your life is already meaningful without her, your presence immediately becomes more compelling. But purpose alone is not enough, because a man can be ambitious and still tolerate disrespect. And this is where the next form of attractive energy becomes essential: standards. One of the clearest signs of masculine energy is standards, not arrogance, not ego, not controlling behavior. Standards. A man without standards is easily influenced. He tolerates behavior he secretly dislikes, accepts disrespect to avoid losing attention, says yes when he really means no, and slowly abandons his own values just to stay desired. This weakens attraction over time, because when a man constantly negotiates his own self-respect, people begin to sense it. His boundaries feel unclear, his principles feel flexible, and his presence loses strength. But a man with standards moves differently. He understands that not all attention is valuable, not every connection deserves access to him, not every attractive person deserves emotional investment. This changes his entire dynamic. He is no longer operating from scarcity. He is not thinking, how do I keep this person interested at all costs? Instead, he is asking a better question. Does this align with the kind of life and relationships I want? This is powerful because standards create selectiveness, and selectiveness communicates value. A man who is willing to walk away from what violates his standards becomes much harder to manipulate emotionally. He does not stay where respect is absent. He does not beg for clarity. He does not continuously explain his worth. He simply observes behavior and responds accordingly. This is emotional maturity, and women notice it. Not because they want harshness, not because they are attracted to cruelty, but because clear boundaries communicate inner structure. A man who respects himself teaches others how to engage with him. His energy says, I know what I accept and I know what I do not. That certainty is attractive. Why? Because it removes confusion. Many people are used to interacting with men who compromise themselves for approval, men who overextend, overgive, overpursue. So when someone encounters a man with healthy boundaries, it feels different, more grounded, more secure, more stable. He is kind, but not easily bent, present, but not easily controlled, interested, but never desperate. And this balance is rare. A man with standards is not trying to dominate others. He is simply unwilling to abandon himself. That is what makes his presence feel solid, because self-respect is visible. It appears in what you tolerate, what you entertain, and what you quietly walk away from. Sometimes the most attractive thing a man can do is maintain his standards without explanation. No drama, no emotional chaos, just clarity. And clarity is powerful, but even with standards, one final energy separates truly magnetic men from the rest. an energy that cannot be faked, quiet confidence. The final energy women naturally gravitate toward is quiet confidence, not loud confidence, not attention-seeking behavior, and not performative dominance. Real confidence is often much quieter than most people imagine. It is not obsessed with being seen. It does not constantly announce itself, and it does not desperately try to prove value. Quiet confidence is internal certainty. A man who possesses it does not need to convince everyone he is important. He already knows who he is. This changes everything about how he moves through the world. He speaks with intention. He does not rush to fill silence. He is comfortable not being the center of attention, and because of this, his presence feels more grounded. There is no frantic energy around him, no subtle performance, no emotional overcompensation, no constant need to impress. This is what makes him memorable. In a world where many people are trying to be noticed, the man who is fully comfortable in himself stands out naturally. He is not forcing connection, he is allowing connection. That is a major difference. Many men unknowingly sabotage attraction by over-explaining themselves, talking too much, revealing too much too early, trying too hard to appear interesting. But mystery is often created through emotional restraint, not manipulation, not game playing, but discipline. A man who is comfortable holding parts of himself back naturally creates intrigue. He understands that presence is more powerful than performance. He does not feel pressure to constantly entertain. He trusts that who he is will reveal itself over time. This patience communicates security, and security is attractive. Why? Because insecurity is loud, it seeks reassurance, it over-pursues, it tries to lock things down too quickly. But confidence is patient. It is not threatened by uncertainty, it is not rushing for validation, and it is not shaken by temporary outcomes. A quietly confident man understands something important. Not every opportunity is meant for him, not every person will choose him. And that is perfectly fine. His worth is not fragile. This makes his energy feel emotionally spacious. There is no pressure in his presence, only groundedness, clarity, and calm certainty. And ironically, this is often what draws people in the most, because true confidence is felt before it is explained. It is in your body language, your emotional regulation, your standards, your pace. It is the silent message your presence communicates long before your words arrive, and that is why this energy is so powerful. Not because it is a tactic, but because it is the natural byproduct of becoming deeply secure within yourself. Final conclusion. At the end of the day, women are rarely drawn only to what a man has. They are drawn to how a man feels to be around, his emotional stability, his purpose, his standards, his quiet confidence. These qualities create a presence that cannot be manufactured through surface-level tactics. This is not about pretending to be someone you are not. It is about becoming a man whose energy naturally communicates strength, direction, and self-respect. And when that happens, attraction often becomes a byproduct, not a pursuit, because the most magnetic men are rarely chasing attention. They are busy building themselves. Which of these four energies do you think most men struggle with the most? Comment below. And if you want to develop stronger presence, discipline, and emotional mastery, subscribe to Stoic Golden Tribe for more videos like this.